So they'll be calling you a radical. So if you don't think this is concerning, if that doesn't scare the living hell out of you, you are a fool. What is that? That's the Columbia River returning. Oh, they got them up at 6 o'clock in the morning now. So I rattled their chain. You don't think that's concerning? This is the prime freaking week. It's a catastrophe of unforeseen proportions ever. It's beyond a nightmare. So we got a lot to talk about. Stay with me. Of course, you don't think? I'm Kevin Blanche, Mr. Blanche, unclassified. GE, those scumbags have been downgraded again. Catch the falling knife here at the University of General Electric a year ago, cut in half. So the IAEA, decade of they're meeting in Vienna right now. The people that murder you, freaking, these are the most evil bastards who ever walked. Of all places, all roads lead to Vienna. So we'll talk about the North Carolina nightmare, the BLANCH solution. We're going to talk a lot about the BLANCH solution. We're going to talk about the death of the Pacific Ocean, social engineered into a cattle chute the American populace is. Freak Fox News ran right out of the House of Windsor. I'll talk about the Supreme Court Justice. You don't think the Supreme Court's a freaking court. It's a political apparatus. And first off, I want to say, a pompous, ugly, creepy, born with a spoon up his ass, prep school, high school kid holding down a girl and trying to rape her. Oh, that never happens, huh? Speaking of North Carolina, go Duke. No, thank you. And she's got to be out of her mind to freaking testify. They will crucify her. As you know, I'm a whistleblower. Look what they did to me. I'm a cancer survivor. The abuse, full of amyloid leukemia, in the name of Aaron Swartz, in the name of, I am Pat fucking Tillman, in the name of Michael Hastings. I won't stop there. It's like Amnesty International. We need to protect what you need to protect us here. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm Balco. That's at the Whitney. An incomplete history of protest. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Incomplete. Fucking finish the job. This is why they went. This is the shape I was in a year ago. Why they were attacking me. They will crucify her. And I want to say her, she's a clinical psychiatrist at Stanford or Berkeley. She needs to go have a talk with the greatest mental illness in human history. It's called Fukushima denial. The collapse of the Pacific Ocean. Maybe she should change her work. They said she's a surfer in Santa Cruz. You seen the tide pools? You seen the salmon collapse? You know. So, you know, this is the haterous, sickening society of people. Oh, don't kid yourself. That's right there where she's at. Right there, that's, remember the little leopard seal pup? And that hippie crick goes up and pets it? That punk's gonna get knocked out. He gave me some shit one day. Yeah. My son-in-law. Get into that, anything. Punks. These are punks. Yeah, he gave me some shit, that dude right there, about my environmental. I got right in his face. And this dude is 30 years younger than me. You know, I'm a research PhD full of leukemia, and this is a Weber State employee. Look, that dude right there, and I'm going to get into his face like you've never seen. So that dude, when NewScale was here, I got in their face, videoed it. He called the cops on me, and he got in my face. I said, I have total legal right to freaking do what I'm doing here, trying to save you. I said, he's 30 years younger than me, and he came at me, and I told him, you come at me, I will drop you like a bag of dirt, and I'm 30 years younger. And this is when I had a central line in me, full of cancer. He attacked me. But that's what they do. That's what they'll do to her if she testifies. That's what they do. These are scumbags. These are dirtbags. This is an ignorant pile. You environmentals. Well, Greenpeace, they put us there. I want to say this. This is real important. This catastrophe that's going on in the Columbia River and the ocean, the biggest catastrophe in human history. Where the fuck is Greenpeace? Where the fuck is Friends of the Earth? Where the fuck is the Sierra Club? Where are their fucking lawsuits? In fact, stay tuned, because I'm going to get in that dude's face tomorrow. So, he comes at me again. You send what he just did. He does it all the time. Yeah, you got a present coming. You know, attack a freaking cancer victim like that. Oh, that's what this university does, these hypocrites. Well, what a punk. Where are these environmental groups? Signed. They've been in violation of the Endangered Species Act for well over 1,000 days. Why have they not filed suit? I don't get it. Because they're afraid of the nuclear energy crime syndicate. That's me in the bone marrow transplant center. That's LDS. That's the Salt Lake Temple in the background. I almost died that day. That's the Enola Gay hangar. That's sleeping with the, I sleep in Castroville with the pickers. And then, you know, that's Monterey in the winter. That's Big Sur. That's the albino redwoods. I spent a lot of time there. That's, of course, my place at PB. You know my place. Everybody knows me. Tide pool jumping, Kevin Lee Blanche. So, this is my favorite one. No, it's all cool to attack freaking cancer victims now. You know, or females who come forward, and, you know, this whistleblower, they will annihilate her. That's what they do. If you don't believe me, I am Pat fucking Tillman, murdered by his own man. They just killed him. What about Michael Hastings? Look what they did to him. What about Aaron Swartz? What about Megan Rice, 85-year-old peace activist nun? Barack Obama put her in prison, tried to kill her. You know, Trump, Obama, it's all the same nightmare. So that's what they do to whistleblowers. Look what they've done to me. Starved me out. They tried to kill me, literally. You think I'm kidding? So I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna talk a lot about a lot of things. Fucking low-life punks. Who do they think they are? Because the ignorant have inherited the earth. They're proud of their ignorance. They're proud of it. Got one hand, Kev. So, here we go. Bush didn't win. Bush didn't win. The Supreme Court's illegitimate. Illegitimate. You think it's a court? How's that a court? It's a political apparatus. The whole country's illegitimate. Your science fiction economics and your debtor's hell fairy tale stupid. George Carlin on Balco. These are the people that built the reactors at Fukushima, Japan. This is the smoking gun of Fukushima. You can turn your back on me all you want. I don't give a fuck. At this point, our small team in the Army, we're going to record history. I fight for her, she fights for me. So it's all in vogue to attack cancer victims, which are felons. The state of Utah did it to me. People all over the internet. I mean, videos all over the central line hanging on my jugular vein. My chest split open. Videos in the open heart surgery. Attacking me while I'm in the IC unit. Chris Busby attacked me when I was in the IC unit. I have all the videos. I've gone to the FBI. They don't care. State of Utah, this university, fucking, that's what they do. So how can she testify? They will crucify her. They will ruin her fucking life. That's what they do in this country. And if you don't believe me, you fucking go talk to Aaron Swartz's father. You go fucking talk to Michael Hastings. Well, who's going to defend him? You go talk to fucking Megan Rice. You know, go talk to any of these. Go talk to Bear Brown. Go talk to any of them. What they do to you in this country. This is a hater, fucking ignorant, selfish people who elect ignorant, selfish leaders. To North Carolina. You can bitch all you want. There's a no-fly zone over those reactors. They're flooded out. There's no information by law. Until, I want to address the nuclear waste, and I'm going to get right to this. The nuclear waste situation. Until you address the Patriot Act, you've got no say. Until you address it, they cover up the information. They put out whatever and everything legally. Because there's nuclear waste stored in these places. On site. You won't deal with it. I mean, Hill of Utah, this new guy, this scumbag told me, oh, just leave it there. What the fuck? A little bit, in a lot of places, like, oh, we know a little bit about a lot. The most dangerous fucking people on earth. That's the internet. I mean, Alex Jones, useful idiot. We have a country of useful fucking idiots because they're ignorant. The ignorant have inherited the fucking earth. Nuclear waste. I appreciate all your protests all over the country. But until you address the Patriot Act, you got no fucking say. And you have no answers. So the BLANCH answer, let's get back to this, on this epic salmon catastrophe. You don't think those numbers are appalling? Like I said, and it didn't start till 2016. The hypothesis has been going on for years, just that a lie. Tide pools were healthy in 2010, 2011. Completely healthy. Oh, just coincidence. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped, they're perplexed. You know? I mean, it's all in vogue to attack a fucking AML leukemia fucking. It's all in vogue to attack a guy fucking with his chest split open with the central. I mean, these guys paid guys up in Canada all over, YouTube videos all over. Google participates, Facebook participates, this university participates. You know, these hypocrite fuckers. You know, oh, heroism, but you need to bow to a fucking fireman who's never fought a fire, or fucking, you know, go talk to cops. They're so sick of that hero, thank you for my service shit. National Guard fuckers who never did nothing. You got to bow to them? Fuck. But What they do to cancer survivors or cancer victims in this country is outrageous. And it's felonies in every state. They had a guy in Arizona that raised money in my name and kept it. That's a felony. They don't care. Mike Lee kicked me out of medical. You don't think that's an attempted fucking murder of me? Fighting fucking for your life, trying to fight for the seed, doing all the right things. I'm in critical condition. Why I'm under fucking treatment? Kicked off Medicaid after I forked over my... How's that even possible? Even my doctor says I've never seen it like it. You don't think that will kill you? There's people showing up in homeless shelters with central lines hanging out of their jugular veins now. Because, they, you know, they treat them in the session, they kick them off Medicaid. 50-something-year-old fucking men all over. You're a single male in this country, you're fucked. I'll tell you, I mean, you got no shot. I mean, this fight's a long fucking fight. I'll quote Dr. Mitchell to me. Kevin, don't you even think about saying the word cure or whatever. You got to make at least 7 years. The 7-year mark. The only other guy, Brian Morris. Let that ring. So, those numbers are a catastrophe. This is the greatest story in human history. How can she testify? What they will do to her, and she's a clinical psychiatrist. Why is she not going after the greatest mental illness in human history? Is we all should be wearing masks. The greatest mental illness in history is the environmental denier, the ecology denier, the collapse of the Pacific Ocean, the Fukushima denial. It's a mental illness. I mean, there's the clinical psychiatrist to be, and the Supreme Court. Are you kidding? Fucking Bush didn't win. It's complete. It's a political apparatus. This country's broken. Jerry-rigged districts, fucking jerry-rigged fucking Supreme Court, fucking, I mean, backdoor laws just like nuclear waste. By law, it has to be in Yucca Mountain. By law, 1970s. Is it? Is it? Sentry will locate the fucking shit and shoot it into space. The only place set up for it's with New Mexico or Yucca Mountain, Nevada. Yucca, Nevada sure sucked up all that fucking money for all those years. Just leave it on site, kick the can. Worst case scenario. This stuff's stored in Sweden. Do you know we're paying a fine? We the taxpayer, to these nuclear reactors are not public utilities. They're privately owned by guys like eugenics Bill Gates, scumbag. One of the greatest scumbags. And the state of Washington is so... Here's the state of Washington's answer to this catastrophe. Ooh, the restaurants are going to get together and they're going to stop serving Chinook salmon to save the orcas. Really? Where's Friends of the Earth? Where's the Sierra Club? Where's the fucking... You got me. Where the fuck are they? You see these numbers? They're going to come in at less than 300,000 for the year. Fuck. The early projections were 2.5 million. Then they lowered their fucking projections. Their lower projection was 685,000. That's after the fact, after they lowered. You know, this catastrophe started in 2016, just like I said. You know, there's a report out, and oh, we had bad conditions. What the fuck's that got to do in 2015? With Stillhead? They're off cook. They're fucking on the verge of extinction. What the fuck's that got to do with it? That just shows you how it's just going to continue to get worse. The ocean. Oh, scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped. This is acute. This all happened post-2011 Fukushima. Full-blown out meltdowns, pushing the Pacific Ocean, no byproduct. And the IEA is being in Vienna right now, forming consortium with your money. I mean, of all places, Vienna in Austria, the most anti-nuclear people on the face of the earth. I was with Freedom Eisenblower on the 200th anniversary of Waterloo, which I call the nuclear Waterloo. She was dying of cancer. She didn't tell anyone. Well, she grilled me. She knew. She says, you're the guy, Kevin. Don't you drop this spear. Don't care. You're on your own, blah, blah, blah. You just fight. Don't you dare. And I know why. She died that year. 88, holy Moses. I mean, in Europe, they're fighting back. Around the world's fighting, not here. What they do to whistleblowers, fuck. You saw the disrespect. This fucking is so disrespect. I was right in there, right there. NuScale's, I'll post the video. NuScale. So NuScale, these little nuclear reactors, again, are Jose Reyes, the head of the Nuclear Regulatory Committee, who's from Idaho National Lab, or partners. This is the fraud. Just like Blue Castle. You can Google Blue. I'm the guy that put the dagger to that. I exposed that they have to have funding. They had what you call lead dog hedge fund. I'm an ex-hedge fund guy. By the way, you're welcome for shorting GE and making all that money. And so, catch the falling nuclear knife in the back. I exposed that it was fraud. Thus, the whole thing was fraud. Same with NuScale, these little nuclear reactors. So I caught them in the steps, in the White House, in the Utah State Capitol, in the Idaho State, illegally. They cannot lobby during session. During session, they're lobbying behind the stairs, got a party, and it's illegally, but we don't care. I went to Governor Herbert, I went to the Attorney General. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. I mean, these crimes. So we exposed it. It was called Kenwood Financial. It was a Ponzi scheme. The SEC went after them, found them guilty. Of course they didn't go to prison. Found them guilty of a Ponzi scheme. That's their original funding. So then they get the government grant from Obama and now Trump. So I go after them right here. Right there, I got the video right in her face. She calls the cops on me. I says, I'm on a public space, I'm on a university. Read the fucking Utah State Constitution. Read the United States Constitution. It's written right in. These are free speech zones. State universities in the state of Utah, written right at the top of the Utah State Constitution by Brigham Young himself. Free, 100% free speech zones. 100, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Anybody, as long as you're a tax-paying fucking citizen. Same in the United States. Oh, where's your permit at the, USS Reagan? What the fuck do I got a permit? And I have a permit. They still call the cops on me. This fucker calls the cops on me. The cops come over and I'm like, you're for real? Try me. I've been here for, I was here before you got here. I'll be here after you left. I'll sue you. I mean, my father's a Special Force Marine who gave his fucking life for my fucking First Amendment right. You're all caught up in the second. What about the first? YouTube, Google, everybody plays along. They attack fucking whistleblowers. How can she testify? They will crucify her. That's what they do, but I'm not afraid. I have a big shoulder. Fuck you. Bring it on. Like this kid. I mean, this kid's a big fucking kid. He's fucking 20 years old. Gets right in my face. I'm like, whoa, why I'm full of cancer? I'm like, back the fuck off, punk. Do you think I'm afraid of you? I'll drop you like a bag of fucking dirt. Next time he gets in my face, it's going to be on. I'm telling you. And I'm 58 years old. That fucker's probably, my guess is 27, 28 years old, which is against the law. Against the law to attack someone. And remember, he attacked me while I'm in critical condition. This university's fucking blackballed me. Took my degrees, fucking whatever. I've done the greatest PhD, but fuck them. Fuck them. It's important I do this in the belly of the beast. This is a catastrophe which I called from day one. From day one. I remember arguing with some people. I says, if the salmon collapsed in 2016, 17, 18, will you believe me then? Will you believe me then? Oh yeah, but that ain't gonna happen. Oh, it's on. It's on. And this new scale scam, so I'm like, fuck you, I have total legal fucking right to be here. I have total legal. In fact, it's my obligation as a fucking citizen. I'm a concerned fucking citizen of Earth. As a collapse, you're going to put little nuclear reactors illegally all over fucking Utah. You're stealing our money out of our bill. It's called AMPS. It's illegal. That was set up for fucking wind and solar. I'm one of the guys that fought for it. Just like Status Cuomo in New York. That's for wind and fucking solar, and he steals it. The fracking fucking, stealing fucking money left and right. So, it's simple. You got me. You got no Friends of the Earth. You got no fucking Greenpeace. You got no fucking Sierra. Yeah, and you don't believe me? Fuck, they've been in violation of the Endangered Species Act for fucking going on 3 years now. Fucking, you see any fucking lawsuits, anything? You don't think that concerns you, that number I just showed you, then you're a fucking ignorant fool. The Pacific Ocean is dying. The tide pools are all fucking dead. They're complete. I'll go back down there again like I do every year at fucking wintertime in the fucking low tide pools. Million mass march, I'll fucking fight. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 or fucking 7 million. I'm gonna fight. The death of the Pacific Ocean. Don't you think that's a big story? These nuclear fucking rats, fucking waste stored all over. So the BLANCH solution, centrally located at WIP, New Mexico, and shoot into space. And you could, I appreciate all your protesting all over calling awareness. This fucking shit's stored everywhere, this nightmare. 252 fucking nuclear, and that was my PhD years ago. They stripped me here at the University of Nuclearism. But you have to have answers. This is just kicking the can, just like this heel fucking fairy tale sissy tells me, oh, just leave it on. So, fuck you. We're paying a fine. It's in swimming pools. It's so fucking dangerous. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Senator didn't prove that to you? Fukushima didn't prove that to you? Shooting into space, dangerous? Fuck yeah, but we already did it. I told Miko Kako in 1997. Oh, what if the rocket blows up? Yeah, there's a chance. But if we don't, it's going to blow up here on Earth. Oh, it blew up at Fukushima, Japan. Not going to happen, could happen. Fucking longevity's headed south. People are dying left and right. Cancer rates are off the fucking hook right here, right now. In this fucking dead or usury economy fucking fairy tale. Fucking, the ignorant have inherited the Earth. Not me. Not me. I fight back. Centrally locate the fucking shit and shoot it into fucking space. Get it off our plate. Quit making the godforsaken. People that bailed them out, New York, you bailed them out, you put it at Times Square. You fucking idiot. You put it in Yankee Stadium. Fucking upstate, you put it right fucking in fucking these oligarchs' basement. In Jersey, you bail them out, you put it in Bruce Springsteen, Adam Sandler's fucking basement, in their fucking house. Alec Baldwin's fucking house. They don't want to defend, you bail them out in Illinois, you put it right in fucking center field at Wrigley Field. You fucking put it right at fucking Michigan Avenue. Fucking, that's where you put it. You want to perpetuate this fucking lie, you eat it. You fucking make it, you fucking eat it. It's got to come off that beach. And I guarantee you one thing, I will get it off that beach. For, I'm telling you, they're afraid of me. You don't see those classified emails? And I have the emails from inside San Onofre, classified. They started to show up 5 years after the fact. And I have whistleblowers telling me now, they classified you for real. They're afraid of me. Good, good. Or Kevin reached into his bag and I slung the fucking stone. And the nuclear giant, he fell to the earth and radiated the earth for time and eternity. You want to attack me? Oh, I fight back. Fucking ass fucking leukemia. Stay in tune.